Hey kids, Pastor Winston here again. So we're in a new month now, the month of May, and so we're starting a new theme. Now we've been thinking a lot in our Peace Powers team about how we can deal with Brick Brain, who we've considered our enemy, who considers us his enemy, and of course his partner Frozen Fiend. How do we deal with them? Well, we thought that as we're trying to learn and wrestle with that question, who can be a hero that would really help us answer that question from the Bible? And we thought, what better hero than Jesus? Jesus talked in the Bible about loving our enemies. And so we thought that would be the theme of this month. And we maybe can learn how does Jesus teach us to do this? So to start out, we're going to read from the Gospel of Luke in chapter 19, where the story of Zacchaeus is told. It says in that chapter that Jesus entered and walked through Jericho, and there was a man there, and his name was Zacchaeus, and he was the head tax man and quite rich. He would take people's money for the government, and so people really didn't like him. He wanted desperately to see Jesus, but the crowd was in his way. He was a very short man and couldn't see over the crowd. And so he ran on ahead and climbed up a sycamore tree so he could see Jesus when he came by. When Jesus got to the tree, he looked up and said, "Zacchaeus, hurry down. Today is my day to be a guest in your home." Zacchaeus scrambled out of the tree, heartily believing his good luck, delighted to take Jesus home with him. Everyone who saw the incident was indignant and grumpy. What business does he have getting cozy with this crook who takes our money? Zacchaeus just stood there, a little stunned and embarrassed. And he said to Jesus, "Master, I give away half of my money to the poor. And if I'm caught taking any money or stealing from anyone, I'll pay back 4 times as much as I took." Jesus was impressed by this answer. And he said, "Today we see that Zacchaeus is also a child of God." So that is the story of Zacchaeus. What can we learn about this, about loving our enemies? Well, we see that the people hated Zacchaeus because of the group that he was in, the tax collectors. Are there groups of people in our society that maybe you've told are supposed to be bad? And yet, Jesus is proud of what Zacchaeus promised to him, that he was doing something that was right and good. He was trying to pay back for the wrongs that he had done. So, in the same way, I wonder if Jesus is telling us that we shouldn't just automatically think that people in certain groups or categories or with certain labels are automatically bad, but that we ought to have what's called grace with people and to give them a chance to do the right thing and to be good and not to judge them right away because of being in a certain group, or maybe even he was judged for how short he was, right? So how people look or dress or anything like that. So let's just keep that in mind as we go forward, that maybe we can try to give people a chance to do the right thing and not judge them right away based on their labels or categories, if that makes sense. Now, there's going to be a craft for you this week where you can create a picture of Zacchaeus and create a tree out of your own hand. And you can actually cut out this little color and then cut out this little figure of Zacchaeus. So I hope you enjoyed the story, and we'll see you next week. Bye.